Alright, like, click, subscribe, do all that. It's Netflix time. This documentary is called Strip Down, Rise Up. In an effort to reclaim their bodies and their lives, a group of women explore their intersections and their movements in a powerful pole dancing program. And this is a redo of the original video because the clarity was unacceptable by my standards. So I'm sorry about the quality. Anyway, spoiler alert, I'm going to delve into some of the characters' backgrounds and give you an in-depth description of what this program is all about.
So here we have Sheila Kelly. She started a program called S Factor. It's basically a pole dancing class that gets women to appreciate themselves and their bodies. Even Terry Hatcher a long time ago sponsored this program. Yeah, you remember her from Adventures of Lois and Clark. Sheila has sponsored it on Oprah and also a Conan show.
So let's get to some of the women's backstories.
Now you have this lady right here named Evelyn who lost her husband a while ago. And she felt like he was the only one that actually appreciated her for everything and her talents. So she went there mostly to get her confidence up. So all these ladies are explaining their heartbreaking stories. This lady particularly didn't really have one because she felt way overconfident in her abilities. But indirectly, she learned a lot about herself from this program. Sheila actually started this program because she's also a celebrity and an actor. She did this one striptease scene in this movie called Dancing at the Blue Iguana. And basically, in retrospect, she wanted to build her own confidence up. But then she thought to herself she could actually start a school by doing this. And I think she's been sponsoring this school for like 20 plus years. Her husband, Richard, gives her a lot of support. Hey, you know what? I remember him from the show Ballers. Yeah, this lady named Patrice who just went through a bad breakup. She was convinced that she wasn't going to have any kids, that she was never going to get married, because she used to be a part-time stripper. And her confidence was at all-time low, so she decided to join this pole dancing group. And then we have Amy. She grew up to do pole dancing competitions, but her backstory is her whole family are Mormons. And they believe in keeping your body sacred like a sacred temple, and not to be sexy and flashy and flaunt and all that stuff. But to her surprise, ironically, she got into the industry of doing porn for about 6 months. And after that, she was convinced that's all she could do. But then she decided to take up pole dancing, and it pretty much changed her life forever. And she's pretty much done pole dancing all over the world.
So, kudos to her for finding her passion in life.
And here we have Megan, who actually used to be in the Olympics. She was actually a victim of sexual assault, one of many done by the infamous Olympic trainer Larry Nassar. Yeah, that piece of filth who's actually serving 175 years, basically life in prison. Unfortunately, the sad truth about a lot of these women is that most of them were sexually assaulted at one point in time in their life. A lot of them take these classes to feel good about themselves and not to be ashamed of their bodies. It's basically a confidence booster, honestly, if you ask my opinion. Yeah, one lady doing it just because she wanted to keep herself focused and then she found out she had cancer. Yeah, another lady named Allison who does pole vaulting and stuff like that for a career. She's been in a lot of pole competitions just like Amy. And she had a verbally abusive husband too, telling her not to put posts up on Instagram and stuff like that, because he was kind of ashamed of her too on the low. But in the end, she got divorced. She's still raising her 2 kids, and now she has a second institution of pole construction for stuff. So it's pretty. She's doing pretty good.
There are a lot of backstories on these women and why they're taking these classes. All in all, I say it's a hell of a watch. Strip Down, Rise Up on Netflix. Check it out. Like, click, subscribe, do all that. It's your boy, Sleep Easy, all easy, Mr. Big. You got them slogan.